Reese removed, quote, Chi-Town Barbie from her Instagram. Yeah, she's gone.
And the writing was on the wall. Let's be clear here. The writing was on the wall when we saw this. This let us know what time it was. This is Angel Reese's Instagram. She removed the Sky Barbie, whatever Chicago Sky thing she had in the bio, gone. All you see, Bayou Barbie. She already removing Chicago Sky stuff.
Angel Reese just hit the unfollow button on her own nickname. Chi-Town Barbie is gone, deleted, vanished like your cousin's mixtape career. And now WNBA execs are stirring the pot, whispering she should pack her bags and request a trade. Is this drama about basketball, branding, or just the most chaotic unfollow in sports history? Stick around, because this rabbit hole makes reality TV look like Sunday school.
Today, we have got to talk about the Angel Reese Chicago Sky situation because it seems to be getting uglier. Was the game that Angel Reese was suspended for the first half of the game. Now, I laugh because when I first saw that news, I have never seen in professional sports ever, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I've never seen an instance where a player is suspended for only half of the game and only, specifically, the first half of the.
The saga in Chicago has reached the kind of absurdity you normally only see in soap operas where identical twins plot against each other while secretly dating the gardener. Angel Reese has officially cut ties with her Chi-Town alter ego by deleting the phrase Chi-Town Barbie from her Instagram bio. That's right, Chi-Town Barbie has been escorted out of the building, evicted from Instagram like a bad roommate who never paid rent.
Like the drama in Chicago, the plot is thickening around Angel Reese. As we know, the other day, of course, the Chicago Sky, in my opinion, sent a very limp kind of punishment towards Angel Reese. A whole half a game suspension, whole half game, after she threw her teammates under a train right before the train was coming down the tracks.
If you followed athletes long enough, you know that deleting something from Instagram is the modern equivalent of filing divorce papers. Forget lawyers, forget mediation, just remove a nickname and the world knows you're done. And done is exactly what this feels like. But let's back up because this whole Chicago Sky drama didn't start with Instagram housekeeping. It started when Angel Reese essentially declared herself the truth and everyone else on her roster the trash bin.
So lads, Angel Reese obviously is done in Chicago. Like, she's never going to play for it. Actually, she might play this season, but she's done. She's absolutely done. Like, if I was Angel Reese, I mean this when I say this, like, I would. Because let's be real, the Chicago Sky fans have been on her side the whole time. Do they play any more home games? I think they might play another home game. But, like, I would go out. I would go out and play one more game. Instead of going out like it seems like she's going out, which is going out just kidding.
She didn't just criticize her teammates, she lined them up, metaphorically put blindfolds on, and shoved them under an oncoming train. No hesitation, no flinch, just full send. And what was the punishment for this scorched earth strategy? A half-game suspension. That's right, the Sky decided that the price for publicly torching your teammates was a punishment shorter than most Netflix episodes.
More disconnection shown in video evidence, man. With the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese, it's looking bad. Now, if we take a look at this video, man, it looks like Angel Reese is just done with the Chicago Sky, done with everything that involves the Chicago Sky. I mean, she looked like she is ready to go, man.
Half a game. Imagine robbing a bank and the judge saying, "We're gonna take away your Netflix password for half the weekend." That's not punishment. That's an extended coffee break. It's like grounding a kid but letting them keep their phone. Just long enough for them to text everyone about how unfairly they're being treated. A suspension so weak it made fans wonder if Chicago Sky management was afraid of getting subtweeted next. Naturally, fans lost their collective minds. Some went into DEFCON 1, evacuate Reese from Chicago immediately. This city is way too sensitive, too political, too dramatic, too whatever, you name it, someone's shouting it. others were furious the punishment wasn't harsher. You can't publicly announce that your coworkers are garbage and then expect them to throw you perfect passes or set solid screens. Sports teams run on trust, and once that's gone, the whole operation looks like a middle school group project where one person does all the work while the others argue about who's going to decorate the PowerPoint slides. No one wants to pass the ball to someone who might call them useless in their next post-game comment.
Here, a WNBA executive said Chicago Sky are the worst run organization in the league and that Angel Reese should demand a trade. She needs to get the hell out of there. Chicago is probably the worst run organization in the league. You're going to suspend your best player because she's putting pressure on you to get better. That was embarrassing to see. Shout out Kurt Miller. Shout out Kurt Miller. I think everybody knows who this was. This was Kurt Miller. And why this was Kurt Miller? Kurt Miller is trying to get Angel Reese to Dallas. And Dallas have the assets to get Angel Reese. I was thinking about it and I'm like, I just realized they actually do because Louisa Geisel-Suter is on a...
And then, just to keep things spicy, Angel Reese decided to go after a legend, Courtney Vandersloot. Yes, one of the most respected names in women's basketball history. That's like an intern walking into the office on their first week and saying, you know what, I could run this place better than the CEO. You don't come for the legends unless you're ready for everyone to suddenly start rooting against you out of sheer loyalty. Executives around the league couldn't resist throwing gasoline on the fire. Some were brutally honest. Angel Reese, in their eyes, is not the kind of player you build a championship team around. That doesn't exactly scream franchise cornerstone. Then another executive came out swinging at Chicago Sky management, calling their suspension embarrassing. Apparently, letting Reese drag her teammates and then benching her for less than a full game didn't exactly inspire confidence. According to this logic, Chicago isn't just mishandling a star. They're running their entire franchise like a group project where everyone forgot the due date until the night before. But the most dramatic twist in all this wasn't a suspension or a quote from an executive.
Around and Angel Reese doesn't actually even end up doing warm-ups. She has her little back warmer brace thing around her warm-up gear. She didn't even have her hair tied up. She was just kind of chilling, and she didn't play in the first half. And then after the first half, we get this announcement. So you guys, this is actually in the middle of the game. She has never entered the game yet. We get this announcement. It says, after serving a suspension during the first half of tonight's game versus the Las Vegas Aces, Angel Reese has been ruled out for the second half due to a back injury for the team. I'm laughing because it's just all so comical. She knew that she was not going to play the second half of the game. Whether the team wanted her to or not, she wasn't going to play. Am I saying that she's faking a back injury? Not necessarily.
No, it was Reese's Instagram makeover. Dropping Chi-Town Barbie is more than just aesthetics. It's the universal athlete signal for, I'm about to ghost this team harder than an ex after Valentine's Day. Social media scrubbing is the digital smoke signal of discontent. First comes the bio change, then the deleted photos, and before you know it, fans are tracking flights and posting welcome to Dallas edits before any official trade ever happens. And speaking of Dallas, rumors are already swirling that Reese might want to land there. Pairing up with Paige Buchers? Now that's some headline material. But WNBA executives aren't exactly enthusiastic about importing drama like it's a rare wine. At least one executive reportedly said she needs to get the hell out of Chicago, which might be the understatement of the year. If the Windy City was voted the worst-run franchise in a recent player poll, and it was, then maybe Reese thinks she's saving herself by jumping ship. When you're running neck and neck with the Connecticut Sun for the title of most chaotic franchise, you know something is wrong. Suspending your star player for calling everyone else garbage isn't leadership, it's damage control that looks more like amateur improv. The irony here is that Chicago might actually improve without Reese. Camila Cardoso is waiting in the wings, ready to dominate. With Reese gone, Cardoso could easily step into a 20-12 role. She's got the size, the skill, and the opportunity, she just needs the freedom.
The Angel Reese not getting involved at all, not smiling, not smacking her buns, any of that. She is just chilling in the back, man. Chilling in the back. Not trying to be involved at all. Now, some people who don't necessarily pay attention to Angel Reese's off-court or extracurricular activities, you might think, well, man, she just chilling. Is he? What? I don't see anything wrong. Man, Angel Reese is one of, if not the biggest advocate on.
Right now, she's basically trying to fly with someone yanking at her wings, and it's not working. Give her Caitlin Clark as a point guard, and suddenly you've got highlight reels every night. Imagine Clark dishing 12 assists per game while Cardoso racks up double-doubles like they're free samples at Costco. That's the kind of chemistry Chicago is missing. Meanwhile, Reese is still dealing with her own game issues. For all the talk about her branding and marketability, the basketball deficiencies are obvious. She can dominate stretches, but then she'll miss layups that should be automatic. There are gaps in her game that need work, and instead of focusing on fixing those, the attention keeps going to Instagram bios and off-court drama. Being a brand is fine, plenty of stars manage it, but when the brand overshadows the product, you've got a problem. If she does request one, well, half the league will hesitate before answering the phone. The real comedy in all this is the way social media drives the story. Angel Reese scrubs a nickname, and suddenly every fan base is creating Photoshop jerseys with her in their team's colors. Half of Twitter becomes amateur detectives, scouring flight logs and hinting she's on her way to Dallas, Atlanta, or wherever the narrative takes them. Never mind contracts, cap space, or basketball fit, if the Instagram bio is empty, the trade machine is in overdrive.
Nasty work out here. Angel Reese continues to be flat out diabolical to the Chicago Sky. They thought they could suspend her, and she has turned this thing upside down on the entire franchise. This is crazy. She refused to play in the game today versus the Las Vegas Aces. She's done for the season. She's not going to lace back up for the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese has officially...
Chicago, for its part, might actually be fine moving on. Sometimes subtraction really is addition. Cardoso is ready. The franchise could reset, build around players who don't light their teammates on fire in press comments, and maybe climb out of the worst-run basement. For Reese, leaving might also be the best-case scenario: fresh start, new city, new fans, less baggage. But the way she leaves will define her. If it's clean, maybe she's fine. If it's messy, then the Chi-Town Barbie saga might follow her like a bad reputation. Either way, we're witnessing the start of something bigger. The half-game suspension, the public teammate slander, the Instagram deletion, it all points to an inevitable split. This isn't just a rumor, it's the WNBA version of a messy breakup that everyone saw coming. This isn't the end. This is just the first act of the Angel Reese exit saga, and if you thought deleting Chi-Town Barbie was dramatic, just wait until the trade rumors become reality. Then the real fireworks start. And the circus only grows bigger when the fans enter the chat. Forget level-headed basketball analysis, this is the internet, where logic takes a back seat and wild imagination takes the wheel.
Is gone. At least that's what it appeared to be in tonight's game in the final matchup between the Las Vegas Aces and the Chicago Sky. We got defeated. We got blown out of the water, us Chicago Sky fans. We just met up with them just the other day on Sunday. We lost by 14 points. Today, this game concluded with the Vegas Aces being on top with 92 points. We were only able to put up 61 points. Yeah, we did worse than what we did on Sunday.
The moment Angel Reese removed Chi-Town Barbie from her bio, you'd think the earth tilted off its axis. Chicago fans immediately split into two camps, the good riddance crowd and the this city doesn't deserve her squad. Both groups yelling loud enough to wake up Al Capone from his grave. On one side, you had the diehards saying things like, she's toxic, let her go, build around Cardoso, she's the future. These folks are already photoshopping graphics of Cardoso and Caitlin Clark linking up like it's Destiny's Child 2.0. They're convinced that the second Reese walks out, Chicago will magically transform into a dynasty. That's not optimism, it's delusion mixed with pure spite, but it's entertaining nonetheless. Because nothing screams seriousness quite like a change.org link asking for an athlete to pack their bags. And let's not forget the meme factories. Within minutes, Twitter was flooded with side-by-side comparisons. Angel Reese's Instagram bio next to divorce papers, Chicago Sky's logo next to a dumpster fire, Camila Cardoso with angel wings flying toward Caitlin Clark.
Listen, things is getting wild out here. It's wild work. It's wild. Angel Reese was supposed to play today, and I'm going to play you the clip of head coach Tyler Marsh talking to the media before the game started. And he said she looked good in warm-ups. Everything is good. She is good to play today. And all of a sudden, Angel Reese told them again, nope, I'm not.
The trade machine crowd was the funniest of all. Suddenly, every team in the league was a potential suitor. Dallas? Perfect fit with Paige Buchers. Washington Mystics? Homecoming vibes. Indiana Fever? Imagine her with Caitlin Clark. It's either brilliant or catastrophic. Someone even threw the Las Vegas Aces into the mix, because why not toss gasoline on a dynasty? These scenarios ignored money, chemistry, and reality, minor details in the land of internet speculation. But here's the irony: while fans are foaming at the mouth, actual executives are probably sipping coffee, sighing, and wondering if they really want the drama. Remember, executives already said she's not a number one option on a contender. That means the teams chasing rings might not want to touch this saga with a 10-foot pole. Why import chaos when you're 2 steps away from a trophy? Chicago, meanwhile, has its own set of problems, and Angel Reese might not even be at the top of the list. The Fever pairing her with Caitlin Clark would be like mixing oil and fire, either explosive success or total meltdown. The Mystics might embrace her, because DC politics thrive on chaos anyway. Wherever she lands, the story follows. Can she be more than the brand? Can she focus on basketball enough to justify the baggage? Or is this a long-term reality show disguised as a career?
I just got on here to say one thing. I'm laying in the bed and I am scrolling and I just realized, did y'all know that Angel Reese took the Chicago Sky out of her bio? So do we think Angel Reese is going to pull a DB? Do you think she's just never going to show back up? Because that's what it's feeling like. Because I really feel like she faked that back injury. Well, not faked it, but maybe over-exaggerated it. Because she's like, fuck it. I'm done playing for y'all. Y'all don't got my back. I don't want to be here. It's giving DB. It's giving DB. And you know what I want for Angel? I want for her to go find a team that appreciates her. Because, babe, the Chicago Sky right now, with the team that y'all have, other than Camila, I mean, y'all don't have any players on there that are selling tickets. Okay? People are going to see the Chicago Sky for Angel.
With Reese gone, Camila Cardoso finally gets the spotlight she deserves. She's not just a role player, she's built to be a 20-12 beast. And if she links with Caitlin Clark someday, the league might not be ready for that kind of nightly stat sheet destruction. Sometimes subtraction really is addition, and Reese's exit could be the Sky's silver lining. But back to Reese, because she's not letting this saga die quietly. Every move she makes, every post she deletes, every cryptic emoji, it all adds fuel to the fire. This isn't just a basketball player making decisions. This is a brand masterclass in keeping the conversation alive. And that's the part executives might secretly admire. Even when she's suspended, even when she's scrubbing Instagram, she's dominating headlines. If she's going to demand the spotlight, they want to see dominance on the court, not just viral moments off it. Otherwise, this whole saga looks like a sideshow more than a star career. And that brings us back to the inevitable. A trade feels less like a possibility and more like destiny. The suspension fractured the locker room. The Instagram bio was the breakup text. Executives are already speculating. Fans are drawing battle lines. Chicago's franchise is too messy to patch this up. Reese knows it, the Sky knows it, the league knows it. It's just a matter of where and when.
So it was brought to my attention that Angel Reese took the Shy Barbie out of her Instagram bio. So I'm messy. So I had to go look, and she absolutely did. So I'm not sure what's going on or what the plan is. But if you watched the game last night with the Sky versus the Aces, you would know that Angel Reese did not play at all. and you could tell the tensions were high. Like, it was awkward. And Angel Reese did not look happy, did not look like Angel Reese at all. Personality, you could just tell, checked out. And you know what? I don't blame her.
But here's the kicker, even if she gets traded, the saga doesn't end. It just relocates. Whatever city she lands in becomes the new stage, and the Instagram bio becomes the scoreboard. Will she embrace a fresh start and silence critics by leveling up her game? Or will she bring the chaos with her, turning another locker room into a circus? In a way, the drama is the point. So here we are. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Chi-Town Barbie, is Barbie no more. The half-game suspension was the slap on the wrist heard around the league. The Instagram deletion was the silent mic drop. Executives are whispering, fans are screaming, and Chicago is spiraling. Whether she stays or goes, whether she thrives or flops, the one thing we can guarantee is this: the saga isn't over. Not even close. This is just season 1. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.